tourist in my walls, but I made a bed for forgetting that you rarely sleep. Did I catch you stuck in my fence last night? I idolized you with art in the hole. You prefer to buy the postcard, taking pictures on your holiday, picking wire out of your palms. The signs were there, too deep in prayer. I built my castle tall. She won't fall from my walls. Ooh. And she has such a thirst for life, a taste I'm used to spitting out. I saw the mud under your nails, but I was scared to confront it. You're stealing hours from the morning light. No consequences that could stop this. No one could ever make me happier or understand me like I know you. Do you remember what he tasted like after you jumped and I fell after you? No, she won't still or ever call me home, though nothing ever leaves this world alone. I still can't face the tide I hold in my hand, or this feeling that you'll never understand. I built my castle tall. She won't fall from my walls. I built my castle tall. She won't fall from my walls. Ooh. Had I been paying mine, I'd have seen the ladders in her eyes. Time is a thief in doctor's coats, moonlighting shifts and swapping notes. Uneasy scalpel in her glove, too deep to keep what I had loved. Abundance stops without demand, she tells me. Round the room her eyes they beady scan. Nothing of value left to take, everything gone that was misplaced. The grappling hooks still pierce my legs, but I have shed the ropes instead. I'm tired of keeping you inside, burst out my ribs in search of life, too close to my heart to ever see. I'm a casualty of who you want to be. Back down to nothing. It's like a splinter in your blood. Make yourself at home inside a cage, cauterized and stapled to my age. Too young to know just what you had, too colorblind to see the flags. I'm tired of keeping you inside, bust up my ribs in search of life, too close to my heart to ever see. I'm a casualty of who you want to be. Keeping you inside, bust up my ribs and live your life, too close to my heart to be deceived. I'm a casualty of who you want to be, and I wish you could see how I rise, how I stand above all I was denied. Oh, I hit my heart in glass, but now it's plastic cast. But now it's plastic cast. But now it's plastic cast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa,
Thank you so much. Thank you. We are here because I'm launching a debut album called Kintsugi. For those of you who aren't aware, Kintsugi is a practice of Japanese origin. It's a ceramic practice wherein if you, like, say you break a vase or a plate or a bowl, it's highlighting the cracks and the damages in the character of the piece by repairing it not only with glue, but with glue that is laced with gold. Glue that is laced with gold as to highlight the repair rather than trying to hide it or replace it with something else. And I thought, what a wonderful metaphor for grief, what a wonderful metaphor for healing. So I decided to write an album around that. The album originally started off as an homage to the Kübler-Ross Stages of Grief. You've got your denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Thank you. How telling is that? As a singer-songwriter, depression is our bread and butter, so let's just not close the circle. This set is going to follow that flow from the Stages of Grief. I played you the first 4 tracks off the album just there. The album itself is 5 original singles that are based around each of the stages of grief, coming to this central idea of pain or loss, but from 5 different angles. And then with 5 interlude tracks that weave it all together. It's a cyclical album. So you can start listening at any track and it will lead you right back around with no pauses. And I did this because I wanted to highlight that for me, grief is cyclical. It's not something that can just be taken out of context. And with the multiplicities of life, there's almost always a billion things going on at once. So I wanted to do something that felt, for me, an accurate representation rather than A to B. But I'm going to do A to B tonight because although I tried to try and bend the start and finish into a circle for the album, I would have to play endlessly to prove my point. And we all have very comfy beds to get to, I'm sure. So I played you Tower, which is my interpretation of denial, and the last track there was Plastercast, which is anger or frustration. For me, the loudest and most binary stage of grief. So we're going to stay in that same vein. This next song is born of frustration as well. But I thought, what a wonderful opportunity to get everyone else frustrated. This song has some crowd participation if you're up for it. It's very simple. When you see me stamping my foot, I would love for you to stamp your foot as well. And I know that we're on some very loud wooden acoustic-y bits. And when I stop, you can stop. But this is a song dedicated to anyone who's ever worked a job they don't like. Of a broken man, low eyes, cracked lips, and the way I stand. I need help with the pillars, keep the hope. Born into bondage, our loyalty is bought and sold. The problem is I'm never fooled. Company like yours don't want me to. And I waste my share on staying alive. Well, you make yours through rule deprived. Sometimes along those you won't. Sometimes you just go home. So you want to be treated fair, so does everyone else. You're not living on a shoestring, making ends meet, then you're doing well. I've been up all night, bouncing books, trouble looks, trying to find a way out my paradox, but it never comes to plan. So here I stand, enjoying the aftershock. Target breaking down till I can't fail. I promise you this, I won't die in retail. How I lived. Target breaking down till I can't fail. I promise you this. Target breaking down till I can't fail. I promise you this. I won't die in retail. Okay, so there's going to be a few odes tonight. This is an ode to Sisyphus. For those of you who aren't aware, Sisyphus in the Greek mythological tales was the king of Corinth. He was a human king, but he loved playing tricks on the gods. And one day, the gods caught him, and he was sentenced to eternally push a giant stone boulder up a hill every day, and then every morning it would roll back down, and it was his forever torment to continue that, knowing it was pointless and it was helpless. And he's still doing that beneath our feet today. Aren't we all? And so this became an ode to Sisyphus because there are two schools of thought with Sisyphus. One is that the gods got him. That sounds shit. No one wants to do that, and it's going to be the most destructive thing for your soul ever. The second is that it's such an absurd concept that knowing that what you do is pointless, you are free from any pain of it. And he actually got his wish of living forever and has outsmarted the gods, because to get to roll it up every day is a joy, and life is worth living. And whilst one sounds a lot more virtuous, I definitely identify with both, depending on the day. So this song is called Toil. This is an ode to Sisyphus and a strongly worded letter to the creative industry.
He spends his days speaking with the statues, debating ways that he could earn a plaque. Another afternoon with no beginning, another effort, just a waste of spit. One must imagine he is always busy, one must imagine he is grateful too. Another anechoic constellation, pretending variations, nothing new. Oh, there's promise in the water. I'm tired of standing still but scared to change. Oh, I'm sleeping in the mortar, hardly surprising when I wake up like a stone. Of great potential, he's suffocated in his bated breath. The king of Corinth found a new vocation, found something to die for when the day resets. If I could only cure my own condition, writing a prophecy with no resolve, a fruitless ritual spent in repetition, too young to die but scared of growing old. Oh, there's promise in the water. I'm tired of standing still but scared to change. Oh, I'm sleeping in the mortar, hardly surprising when I wake up like a stone. Promise in the water. I'm tired of standing still but scared to change. Oh, I'm sleeping in the mortar, hardly surprising when I don't wake up. Oh, there's something that I ought to. I'm tired of puppeteering heavy flesh. Oh, I'm sleeping in the mortar, hardly surprising when I wake up like a stone.
Thank you so much. So we are coming from Rage and we're heading towards, if we're going to stick to metaphors, we're heading towards the bustling metropolis of bargaining. But we're not going to stay there very long because rent is exorbitant. And who can afford to stay in bargaining for too long? But we're going to go through a sleepy little commuter town called Doubt. That's our nice little suburbs. So we're heading for Doubt. We're on the motorway. It's the next junction, but there is still a song between Doubt and Frustration. This song is called Sober, and this is also a bit of an ode, a song from two sources, one being self-doubt, self-alienation, and also inspiration. When I was putting this set together, this is a slightly older song of mine, and in revisiting older songs, I realized that they serve more like dates in a diary or pins in a timeline, more than I had considered when writing. Like, I can't hear these songs without also hearing the environment in which they were written. And at the time I was listening to a lot of Jeff Buckley. So for me, this became an ode to Jeff Buckley. This is called Sober. I hope you enjoy it.
See lines differently. I cast shadows in no light. Winning ticket in her grasp last night. Escape was close enough to taste. I fit the hand with open palm. It bulges walls and window panes. We all work hard to run away. So when I'm content, I'm scared to stay. I'll divert to stay the same. Oh, I'll never sleep again. My shadow got up to my feet. She handed me my coat and checked my wrist to let me know it's too cold for snow. The wolves wander under moon, but I am just another sheep. But I don't fit into the hive from whom I run. Born and raised as who to eat. But oh, I'll never sleep again. My shadow got up to my feet. The sullen breeze will close the weighted door I never chose. It's too cold for snow. Inside my skull I choose the pauper's role, while princes dance on burning coals. To feel a surge in brittle light and make a world of change. But I'm still scared that I'll remain.
Okay, I hope we all have our picnics. We have got off into the suburbs. This is a song that I wrote about my first time in America. It was early 2020. Flag. I went out to a music convention in Los Angeles at the start of 2020, and I was taken aback by the sheer scale and vastness of how everything was, being just a small Edinburgh boy, and things weren't walkable. And I wrote this song waiting for the flight back, and then when, despite being surrounded by like thousands, millions of people, I felt quite isolated and alone. And then when I got home, the world shut down, and I felt quite isolated and alone, despite being surrounded by all these people who were also feeling the same. So I finished writing the song in lockdown, and I put it out because it felt like a pertinent time. And thankfully, the pandemic has finished. But this song persists. This is Los Angeles.
This town is far too big for me. Can't wait on corners patiently. We built these walls. We built these walls too eagerly. Can't find myself in all I've been. Too low to see the mess I'm in. Drop off the kids. Drop off the kids and make your plans. What we've begun will be our father's sons. The land decrees, home of the slaves. We write the history we please, then live in duress and disease. We'll raise a flag. Our flags have died upon their poles. White picket fence will be our neighbors' friends. Distasteful seed, the whole is saved.
Right, pack up the hamper. Let's get back in the car. That was a lovely rest, wasn't it? Let's go to bargaining. This is my interpretation of bargaining. This is a song called God. Goddamn these eyes that prove me blind. Goddamn these eyes that fail me by design. Goddamn this mind that knows me best. Goddamn this time I've pinned it to my chest. There's always good in pain, that much I have learned. If I can stand the strain, it's just
just another thing I've earned or took. What can I deem as mine? Bishop falls to rook, but the victor here is time. There's noose around my neck, I wear it like a tie. Gives me time to check if my watch is still alive. There's always good in pain, in confessions I have found. If I can stand the strain, all I have is questions. All I seek is hope. Lend a softer word than a mirror to smoke. There's always good in pain, that much I still hope. If I can stand the strain, it's just another thing to cope or change. I ask God what they mean. She says they're both the same. I say, you're no God to me. God, God.
Thank you so much. You're all being such a lovely, considerate audience. This is already my favorite gig I've ever played, so thank you for being here. Let's ruin it! This song is an older song, but it's but it checks out. This side of the room gets it. This is a song that is also born of two sources. I'm big into my duplicity. So this song is leaving doubt and leaving bargaining. But I guess if we were to commit to this metaphor, bargaining, let's say, is a coastal city, much like Edinburgh. And I can see the ocean. And the ocean is there and it's calling to me because it's moving and it's dark and murky. It's terrifying, but it's also still. And I think that is, for me, what best encapsulates depression. So we're going to start slowly walking towards the ocean. We've got a couple of songs before we get our toes in the water. So this is a song that I would love to dedicate to my sister Sally, because, damn right, because this was actually the first riff that I ever wrote on guitar, and she supported me and really liked it, and I recorded it on my phone. Remember when you could do that? Remember you could and she used it as her like alarm clock and like text tone. And remember when you could do that? Remember when phones were good? Remember when life was worth living? I mean, phones were good. Let's play the song. This is called Cyanide. This is about not knowing what you need, but knowing that it's not what you have. My senses gathering dust. I'm afraid after all the rain started to rust. Our judgment takes its toll. I eulogize my life to find when I lost control.
my cup is usually full. It's dangerous to live in a world where people are so cruel, bed blind with the hand you're dealt. But when your life is half empty, you're a danger to yourself. And oh, I know of the wars we wage upon ourselves. If wrong and right could only make amends and contextualize, maybe then I wouldn't find myself awake at night, contemplating life. Another day is falling down, another girl has come around, and I'm upside between cyanide and what I need to survive. Do you remember when we were kings? Trample across our boards, unafraid of little things. A distorted mirror undergone. When you're a kid, you never dream you'll be a pawn. And oh, I know of the wars we wage upon ourselves. Left and right could only make amends and contextualize, maybe then I wouldn't find myself awake at night, contemplating life. There's no easy way to grow, easy enough to feel alone, and I'm upside between cyanide and what I need to survive. Ooh, do we miss our chance to grow? Are we destined to plateau? I know of the wars we wage upon ourselves. If wrong and right could only make amends instead of fight, maybe then I wouldn't find myself awake at night, contemplating life. Another day is falling down, another girl has come around, and I'm upside between cyanide and what I need.
Don't worry, this one's not Wonderwall. Honestly, when guitarists see a capo put on the second fret, they're like, this can be one of two things, and it's very rarely fabric. For those of you who know me and know my songs already, you may already know this song. I would love if you would sing along on the chorus with me for this one. But I'll do a little bit of spiel about it first. This is a song that I wrote about mental health awareness and seeing someone very close and very dear to you suffering and slowly destroying themselves. It wasn't particularly easy to see. It wasn't easy to write. It's not always easy to sing. But if it's not easy to listen to, you are absolved. You can leave if you need to. But I'm not claiming to have written the most brutal song in the world. Worst song ever, debuts in Granton. Yeah, this is a song that we also did a little short film about, and that became a music video. We did it with Perry Johnson, Simon Colvine, Emma Burke also danced in it. She dances in a video that's later on in the set. Spoiler alert, there are more songs. Yeah, the chorus lyrics go, "We're just cutting fabric, there's nothing wrong. We're just cutting fabric, grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric and picking at the seams." Do you feel like we can do that? I'll give you one run through, just to give you an idea. Once, to give you the idea of the melody. If you're sitting next to someone who knows it already, then just copy that. So after 4, 2, 3, 4. We're just cutting fabric. There's nothing wrong with just cutting fabric. Grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric and picking at the seams. Oh, beautiful. I can already hear Fee's doing this harmonies. Thank you, Fee. Class. Okay, great. This is fabric.
We live in tapestries, you and I, thrown together with patchwork lines, far too easy to pick apart. We cover up because we leave a mark. The darker the day, the darker the night. Wake up in the morning having lost the fight. A war to save your sanity, keeping mind with losing gradually. Just cutting fabric. There's nothing wrong with just cutting fabric. Grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric and picking at the seams. Oh. Sew me up with a lighter thread, tally marks we will never forget. We'll take a walk outside your mind, but curfew calls you back every time. Just cutting fabric. Nothing wrong with just cutting fabric. Grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric and picking at the seams. Oh, I could follow the cotton trail back to you if I wasn't scared of what I'd see, what I'd do. We're all just thread on make it out alive. But what hurts the most is watching you speed up time. Just cutting fabric. Swear there's nothing wrong with just cutting fabric. Grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric and picking at the seams. Oh, cutting fabric. Swear there's nothing wrong with just cutting fabric. Grown too big for far too long. We're just cutting fabric, picking at the seams. Oh.
Thank you so much. Okay, I think we're about toes in the sand at this point. Depression is calling, and I must answer, always. But first, you may have noticed we're in the Pianodrome. Can we get a huge round of applause for the Pianodrome and everyone who works there? Thank you so much. It's been such a lovely venue to play in, and it ain't done yet. Hopefully that's all right with you. But you may have noticed that this is the Pianodrome. And I play guitar, which is a tad short-sighted for most. But if you'll permit me, I would love to play piano on this next one, please. Bear in mind I'm a guitarist. I've never played this song to anyone before. This is the first time this song has ever been outed, and this is the first time I've ever played piano in person as a performance. With one amendment, I played Happy Birthday to my nephew back in February, and I am praying that this goes slightly better than that did. This is a song that feels poignant at this point in the set. This is, we've gone through doubt, we've gone through bargaining, and we're very much, the tide is licking our toes. Not in that. It's very sad. Let's go with that. This is a song about memory and seeing those close to you losing it and the effect that it also has on those around them. So this is December. I hope you enjoy it.
I can't seem to find you. You're always someone else. Before I understand who you are, I'm not myself. She used to play piano before she let it go. A lock on her memory, a key that's just for show. Happiest in stress, or discontent and motionless. Another line drawn in the sand. Be you friend or foe, it's getting late, I want dance, so let the snow from my December keep me cold. Rhapsody without leave, the empty chair at home. This love contradicts you. That must mean that you're wrong. The photograph believes who we were after we're gone. Happiest in stress, or discontent and motionless, when digging trenches takes both hands. Be you friend or foe, it's getting late, I want to dance, so let the snow from my December keep me cold. Rhapsody without leave, the empty chair at home. I look down and my hands are caked in mud. I didn't recognize my rings. Where's that lover boy that I've been dreaming of? This isn't home, the land before the show. Happiest in stress, or discontent and motionless. If the sun's rise brings to fame, will the moon still shift the blame? When I'm not there to hold your hand. Be you friend or foe, it's getting late, I want to dance, so let the snow from my December keep me cold. Rhapsody without leave, be you friend or foe. It's getting late, I want to dance, so let the snow from my December keep me cold. Rhapsody without leave, we find the flags at home.
Thank you, that means a lot. That's it, I'm getting in the ocean. I'm getting wet, you guys are coming with me. I'm going to finish the set with 3 pieces that all meld together. I'm going to start as I ended. Sure, why not? Yeah, we have reached depression, we have reached the gold mine, we have reached the money purse. But before I do that, I would love to say a couple of thank yous and take just a minute. Can we get a huge round of applause for our support, Katya Mansell? Wasn't her set amazing? Please do support her beyond this gig. Please follow her online, support her music. Please check her out and what she's doing next, because she absolutely deserves it. You may have noticed I'm playing these songs alone, but on the album they are filled with the performances of some of my best friends and the greatest musicians that I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. They are Fiona Little-Thorne, Ben Lobban, Neil Ray. Where's Neil? Neil! Oh boy, and David Hill. Can we give a huge round of applause for them, please? Because without them, this album wouldn't have happened, and it wouldn't be nearly as well, I think it's quite good. It wouldn't be nearly as what it is without them. And also in this next track features the work of Hungarian brass player Jojo Biel. But he lives in Hungary, so we're going to give him a pass for not being here tonight. Yeah, can we get a huge round of applause for Mark, Gilad, and Katie manning the cameras? And also Lewis on sound. Thank you so much. Okay. One final act, or one final piece of business. I have merch. If anyone is interested in listening to this album and taking it home with you, and actually owning it, you can have it. It's yours. No more streaming. Imagine. Then you can take it home with you. I don't have any CDs because I've been told most people do not own CD drives anymore. But I have bookmarks with download codes, handwritten lyrics on them, and you can get them early. You can get it now and get it in before you go to bed. But this album is launching tonight at midnight. It is out. Thank you. And bookmarks, they make great gifts. So I'm told they can fit in your evening saucy thriller and whatever you're reading. But it also fits great in my book because I wrote a book as well. It fits. I wish. I mean, there's room for saucy thrillers in there. It's a song. It's a song. It's a book. It's glass. You got to wear all the hats to make the money. Triple threat of 3 things to have to pay for. So it's a short pamphlet about how I wrote this album, some of my processes behind it, all of the lyrics in there, and also the colors I associate with different songs, because everybody does that, right? So if you want to grab one of those, and there's also stickers. Stickers are free. Please do take as many stickers as you want, because I'm going to Canada tomorrow morning. I'm going on tour. I'm going and doing 4 or 5 dates in Canada, and then I'm going to come back and continue what is becoming a small UK tour as well upon return. So if you want to keep up to date with that, please do follow me on socials. Please do, if you're ever in Toronto. I will see you there. But if anyone wants any of those albums or booklets, please do come seek me out after. But you're already here, and that is all the support I could have asked for. So a huge round of applause for you guys. Thank you so much. Right. Let's finish this. This is The Emperor, Depression, Abdication as a track in between. So this is another through-flow one. And then we're going to finish with Acceptance, which is Jigsaw in my interpretation. And I don't have any hidden songs or any extra encores or anything because I wanted to give you everything I have in this set. So let's do these 3 songs and then you can all go home. I'll release you into the tall grass of Granton and we can go home. Okay.
Racing hearts and shifting lanes, but I wasn't better than an experienced fool. All I had I owed to you, and now you're waiting in a pool, a puddle that I thought we'd build, a life I filled with weather and over overflow. The mud I swallowed turned to gold. The emperor is upside down. Now we don't fit in this town. One of us has fallen through the earth. Shuffled all of the thoughts I could stand till you revealed your sleight of hand. Call it one more sword and get your coat. All of the seeds I had laid outgrew mistakes I had made, and now I'm stuck atop a tree and can't climb down, and you look small beneath me now. I remember standing up with broken ribs and hourglass guts. I bled so much sand I forgot to count. Upside down. Now we don't fit in this town. One of us has fallen through the earth. Shuffled all of the thoughts I could stand till you revealed your sleight of hand. Call it one more sword and get your coat. We renounce every fate when we leave that place. There's nothing wrong with leaving you. Swallow time, stomach the pain. She's not the same. There's nothing wrong with making a change. And time explains. Some people stay the same, but I'm not the man that you once knew. Something tells me that you've changed too. Folding months hurts my hands. A thicker spine doubles mine every time. Now better bones hide my heart. You bent the key that keeps you part of me. And time explains. Some people stay the same, but I'm not the shape that you once fit. Something tells me that we're fine with it. Yeah, I'm bigger than the both of us. What I have is not because of. Faith is all foil and glass. A better lens only depends on what you send. Oh, time always remains. Some people never change, but I'm bigger than the both of us. What I have is not because I'm bigger than the both of us. What I have is not because of you.
Thank you. Sit down, sit down.